Hi, so this is an inspirational video for all people who are interested in being a part of the relief efforts for the Haiti earthquake. Haiti is a country that is really in desperate need of help. I was there in 2002 to 2003, and I was very impressed with the kindness and resilience of the people, but it is definitely a place that needs continued help, aid, thoughts from the developed world. So let me say this. Bonjour tout le monde, bonjour grand-mère, bonjour grand-père. Moi espérer nous camper ferme dans situation ça. Moi connais genre situation ça, c'est difficile pour moi. Et ma petite camper ferme dans bon Dieu parce que avec bon Dieu, un y a un cap tombé nous. Et ma petite situation ça, tout le monde a tant d'écouter l'histoire qui arrive en Haïti. Joint puissance non message ça. Okay, so that was my little bit of Creole for people who don't speak Creole. Yeah, so I just want to talk a little bit about Port-au-Prince. That's one of the places that has been most hard hit by this earthquake. Port-au-Prince is the biggest city. It's the only place that has electricity. The electricity is not reliable. It's the only place that has telephone connections, and the majority of the Haitians living in Port-au-Prince do not have a telephone connection. There is no clean water in Haiti in the best of situations. There is no garbage removal in the best of situations. This is in the capital city, so you can imagine what it's like in the rest of Haiti. More than 50% of the population lives in Port-au-Prince, and people are living in very bad situations. Now there's a real divide in Haiti. There's the very rich and there's the very poor. And then there's the very, very, very poor. So that's the division of society in Haiti. There is no middle class. People think I'm exaggerating when I say that, but statistically speaking, it's true. So what's happening in the slums in Port-au-Prince is that houses are crowded together. They're built out of metal. They're built out of nothing. They're not built out of anything. They're built out of scraps that people find. So if you've heard that something like the National Palace has collapsed, this is the most oldest, beautiful palace, huge in Haiti. I mean, if that's collapsed, you can imagine the situation, the suffering of people, because people are just crammed in there like sardines. It's undescribable. It's completely undescribable what's happening in the slums. They call the slums the Cité Soleil. And it's unthinkable. It's unthinkable. I was told, we accidentally took a wrong turn and drove through there. It looked like a bomb had gone off, and nothing had gone wrong. This was just the way it looked, and it looked like a bomb had gone off. The buildings were falling apart. Like, this is before the earthquake. Before the earthquake. Imagine what it's like after. It's just unimaginable. Yeah, Haiti is a country that needs help. Anything that anybody can do to help Haiti is just going to the right place. That's all I can say. I have never seen a country that has those kinds of situations. It's a very difficult situation. I was told by friends when I was living in Haiti, Haitian people, that the children were living in the Cité Soleil in the slums. One child would go to sleep and the other would have to stand up and wait because there wasn't enough room for him to lie down on the floor at the same time that the other child is lying down on the floor. So that's pre-disaster. So you can imagine how hard those people living crammed in like sardines are hit by this. You can imagine if electricity, the state-run electricity, barely functions, how hard it is now after this hurricane. There's very little infrastructure, and what infrastructure is there has been destroyed by this earthquake, it sounds like. So I mean, really, like, whatever help is being given it's going to the right place.